Consciously single and dating here in the Pacific Northwest.
Well, today is a beautiful day. First day of spring, and this video in particular has been on my mind for a week, and I've been trying to figure out how to relay this information about me. As you see, the title of this video is Consciously Single. Basically, it's by choice because everyone knows how easy it is to just jump into a relationship. But the reason why I'm recording this video today, right now, and I'm so glad that I waited, because I ran into an experience as I was attempting to date someone, and he was asleep. Oh yeah, he was asleep. So I don't like pet names. I don't like being called babe. I don't like being called baby or honey or sweetie pie or boo. Before I moved to the Pacific Northwest, I was engaged. And my ex would call me those pet names. And when I hear them now, it disturbs me. It brings up old shit, right? And so I have told this individual over and over, I just don't like that. I love hearing my name. I love hearing my name. Natasha. It's beautiful. I love it. And I would like to hear my name off the person's lips that I'm potentially dating, seeing, And when I'm explaining this to him and I'm like letting him know where this stems from, the lack of compassion, the lack of willingness to adhere to what I'm asking or view or see my boundaries. I'm setting boundaries, and which is what we should do when we're trying to engage or interact in the dating culture. Set boundaries. And so he goes off to say, well, I don't have time to be dealing with someone else's, with another man's, I wish I could remember exactly what he said, but basically he don't have time to be dealing with what I went through with another man, which is understandable. However, when you are dating someone and you're damn near entering into your 30s on up, there is going to be baggage. There are going to be situations that trigger stuff in a person, right? And the fact that you couldn't even be willing enough to be like, you know what, that's fine. You have a beautiful name, or I understand, is a red flag for me. It's like, okay, you're already showing me that when I'm sitting here telling you what I don't like and what I would like you to do in regards to me, you want to put up a fight. You want to argue. You want to judge. But you want to be in a relationship. You want to have a partner. It doesn't sound like you want to have a partner. It sounds like you just want the role or the title of being in a relationship. And this isn't the first time this has happened to me. In the fall, this past fall, I was dating an individual and I was working on things. I was working on a lot of things to put myself in a place where I should try to date. And dealing with my baggage and trying to deal with someone else's was too much. It's like I can't even focus on me. I can't even give myself the time and attention because you're trying to pull from me something I don't have. I didn't have patience at that point in time. I didn't have the patience to sit there and be your mother and be like, it's okay, and give you all the pep talks all day when I'm trying to give myself the goddamn pep talks, when I'm trying to give myself the love. And in the fall was when it hit me, which is why it took a few months. I think that was like October. And now we're in March and I'm just now starting to put myself back out there. It was during that time frame that I realized I couldn't be in a relationship because I had too much stuff that I needed to work on. I need to work on my patience. I needed to work on my communication. You know, some people can't just take that blunt truth. It hurts men's feelings. They really are little babies, little boys who need to be. Okay. Sorry about that. The video cut off and the camera was getting hot. But anyways, yes, these men are just like little babies, and they need a whole bunch of patience. They need a whole bunch of love, which is fine. But it's hard for me. Well, it was hard for me to give that when I needed to learn how to give that to myself first. I needed to fill my cup up first before I could go and fill someone else's cup up. Now, with that being said, just because I have come to the realization of what it was and what it is that I needed to work on when I'm engaging in relationships does not mean that everyone else has come to that place. And it makes it easier for me to pick up those red flags. I know what I need out of a relationship. I need compassion and understanding. I can take care of the rest. If you can't understand where I'm coming from or why I am the way that I am, you cannot understand my journey. You won't understand my love. You will not get me. And then there's this dissonance that I see in a whole bunch of relationships, because we're so content with just settling and just having someone there, because we don't want to be alone, when being alone has been the most beautiful thing. Falling in love with myself, oh my God, I already know the person who finds me and falls in love with me is going to be happy. Why? Because I think I am amazing. I am wonderful. And I am in no rush to give that out. I am in no rush to settle or drop my standards, because I know what my worth is. It's just going to allow me to call in someone who's an equal match to me. Someone who is secure within themselves, that my bluntness or my honesty or my aura does not intimidate them. It amplifies them. It breathes life into them. My love is a love untouched by any other, because it's unconditional, because I know my path and I know what I've been through, and I know the things that have hindered me from loving my partner, my significant other. I know these things, and I know how to work through them. And finding someone just as open and compassionate as me, shit, I'm trying to date somebody like me, okay? I'm looking for the male version of me. At first I thought I thought opposites attract. That shit don't work for me. It might work for other people, but no, I need you to be the same. I need both of us to speak the same language, okay? I need both of us to have the same values. I need you to understand that a bitch likes crystals. I need you to understand that I read my tarot cards, okay? I need you to understand that I fuck with the Orisha spirits, all right? I need you to understand that. Why? Because I don't want to be feeling defensive when I have to explain it and you looking at me upside my head. I don't want to have to feel ashamed about who I am and how I think and operate in this world. I don't want to be ashamed of my past conditioning that I'm breaking through. I don't want that. So if I have to walk around this motherfucking world by my damn self, giving everybody love, giving my dog love, the people on the street love, shit, then I can do that. And I will do that, because I have compromised myself enough. I have compromised myself enough that I know that's not what I want to do anymore. So when I say consciously single and I'm consciously dating, oh baby, it's not me saying I'm woke and I'm superior. What it's saying is, I know what I want in a relationship. I know how to read the flags that come up to show me, oh, okay, I can see how this is going to be in a couple of months. I know who I am now. And I am life. I am love. And I know my soul.
So I hope that gave you a little insight to how I'm processing engaging with the opposite sex, as well as how complicated it can be when you're trying to set boundaries and love on yourself at the same time. I have been single for close to 5 years now, dating here and there, trying to, find my person. And it's been a struggle. Well, it was a struggle until I stopped smoking weed and I started waking the fuck up to what I wanted out of a relationship and not what someone was asking and needing of me. That I had to give it to myself. I had to come into myself to find out what it was that I needed. Because this is my journey. And all on this channel, you are going to hear about me flying and soaring. And I need my partner to match that. I don't need to be defensive about my behaviors. I don't need to hide who I am so I can be accepted. I need to be able to fully express myself, and I need that person on the other side of me to understand that and welcome it, because I'm going to allow that person the same space. I'm going to create the same love that I have for myself for that individual. But I'm not going to settle. I'm going to keep reaching for the stars. I'm going to keep flying over the moon. And I'm going to keep being the light that I am. And as you see, I'm going to keep practicing my yoga, setting the intention for love, for abundance, for prosperity, and most importantly, to continue my journey on this plane. Because I refuse to take a back seat while somebody else rides my ride.